In the palm of my hand is a very special new addition to our Edges range of terminal tackle. It's the final production samples. They're going to be arriving in shops very soon, and this is the multi-purpose backlead. Based on a traditional flying backlead design, we wanted to create a product that offered the angler greater value for money and more possibilities. So we'll look at this product in a little bit more detail. First part you've got is the lead itself. Now it looks probably quite similar to numerous different flying backleads that are currently on the market. This has actually been designed not to fly as far back up your line as other makes that we tested during the development process. The reason we didn't want it to fly as far back is because the idea of a flying backlead is to pin the line down nearest to where your end tackle is, where your leader and your rig are, to keep that area pinned down so any fish in the area where your bait is and where your rig is are not spooked by your line. And if your flying backlead flies too far up your line, there is a danger that your line could actually be off the bottom in between your backlead and your leader material. So this has been designed not to fly as far back. It's also got a quick change design. There's a slit in the side of this lead which enables you to put it on quickly without having to cut any of your line or any knots, and that's when it works with this insert, which is the flying backlead insert. Again, this insert has a slit in its side, so you simply clip this onto your line, and then the lead itself clips onto the line, and you turn it and you press it onto the insert like so that the two slits are not facing in the same direction, and this prevents the backlead from being able to discharge from your line when in use. And you can simply just pop that insert off to remove this lead, and then you can swap this lead over for a larger one should you wish. There's three available in the range. There's a 5 gram, a 10 gram and a 15 gram. So you can quickly change the size of the flying backlead depending on the situation that you're fishing. So at this stage you're thinking, yep, this is just like any other quick change flying backlead on the market. Okay, it doesn't fly as far back up the line, but what else, what other unique points is there to this product? Well, we wasn't content with just making a backlead that worked as a quick change flying backlead. We wanted to give you the opportunity to use the same lead as a traditional clip-on style backlead as well. So these leads come supplied with a secondary insert, which is this. You can simply just take the insert and thread it into the top of the lead like so, and then you just twist it. There's a little nodule on the end of the insert that now will stop this from being able to pull out of the lead. So you've now created a traditional clip-on style backlead where you can just cast your rig out, pay some line off, clip this on, slide it down your line off your rod tip, and it'll help pin your line down. This is perfect when you're fishing at short to medium range, when you want everything from the rod tip to the rig concealed. If you're fishing at longer range, then this style of backlead's not the one for you. You're better off using the flying backlead so that it pins down those vital few meters behind your rig, as we said before. The beauty of this little clip is that once you've put it onto your line, it just secures in place here. Like I say, you just thread it down off your rod tip and into the margin. Now, should the backlead become trapped in underwater snag or feature that you didn't see in the margin, it's actually designed so it can pull free here and your line can come free of it, so this lead won't impede you if it becomes snagged. It's not going to mean that you're just playing a fish on a pivot point back to wherever the backlead snagged. Your line will come free of it and you'll be left to be able to play the fish unhindered. Now, a further beauty of this product is that normally standard backleads that you clip on off the rod tip are a lot heavier than the size of a flying backlead. Now, these are great for pinning your line down, but if you're fishing a weedy venue and you still want to get good concealment with a backlead, if you was using a really heavy backlead and you put that in off the end of your rod tip, what that's going to do is sink your line into a weed bed, and it's going to mean that when you hook a fish, you're going to end up having lots of weed balled up around your line. It's going to really hinder you not only landing the fish, but it's also going to hinder your bite indication as well, because you're going to have a load of line buried through weed, and that's going to really hinder the bite indication, as there's going to be a pivot point off that weed bed that the fish can move, and you're not going to get great bite registration. By using these smaller leads, like I say 5, 10 and 15 grams, you can clip these on, slide them down your line, pay off a bit of line so you've got a slack line. This will then sink down and it will sit nestled on top of the weed. Your line will be nicely concealed, but as soon as you get a pickup, this light lead's going to come up through the water, going to get registration at your bite alarm and on your indicator, and you're going to know you're playing a fish, and you're not going to have a really big heavy lead bouncing its way all the way down your line to your leader. You've just got a nice light lead. You get 4 leads in a pack and 4 inserts in a pack as well. So you get 4 traditional clip-on inserts and the 4 quick change flying back lead inserts as well. So you can chop and change. Like I say, you get 4 in a pack, 3 sizes available, the 5, the 10, the 15 gram. You can chop and change between the size of the weight with the insert. The insert's the same size for all sizes of weight, so you haven't got to buy a different insert to work with a different size of weight. So that's the multi-purpose back lead, available in shops very soon.
If you'd like to watch more videos from Fox Fishing TV, then click the link here. Or if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, then click the link here.